Hello, welcome back. Marlene here with some more Slay the Princess. I am playing this again immediately after my previous video because this game is very hard to stop playing once you get started. So let's just jump right back into it. Let's get our fourth playthrough done.
You're on a path
and I'm going to
in
try...
the woods. You're here.
Yep. And I'm going to try very hard this time to make it last as long as possible. Which is very difficult for me. Yeah, let's say this. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do, narrator.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Oh yeah, you're doing a terrific job there.
You make your way up the short path.
We'll find the princess within, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade.
Dust everywhere. Yeah, let's leave the blade this time. Just enter the basement. Screw it. I want to get two voices in my head again. That's my favorite. Yeah, probably doing her a favor if I slay her.
Her voice softly.
Yep.
Hello? Is someone there?
She sounds all sweet again.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
And we will.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I like playing dangerous games. Just continue down the stairs. Let's not say anything.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Not necessarily.
It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Probably not.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
So I guess after our previous playthrough with the extra shackle, I noticed that there's always one extra on the wall. Interesting, right?
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
You'd be surprised here.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on it.
I'm not good at focusing.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Well, let's have a look-see and find out. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, princess.
You're making a huge mistake.
I've made many before. I'll make many more.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
Oh no, she's just gonna have to gnaw it off again since I didn't bring the knife.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Unfortunately, no, princess. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
it's somewhere upstairs.
It's not.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Yep.
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas, princess?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe. Maybe?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah. Well,
We're tempted to make your way. Is someone else here?
We've done this already. Just return downstairs.
You make
This
your
is
way
all
to
very
the bottom
familiar
of the
so far.
stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade.
I probably
like you
should
were
have,
supposed
but
to.
whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
She looks so worried.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
I noticed that.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Frick.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm as she
Yeah.
rips her flesh from her bone.
And there's the blade.
Sound comes. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Should we just try to kill her this time? I don't want to, though. We need to deliver another vessel. God, I'm so tempted to just save and try slay the princess. Because I feel like I'm just doing the same shit I always do. But I don't want to, like, end the playthrough without finishing off all the vessels, you know? We'll save her, see what happens.
Fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the cut.
Yep.
To her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone. Her limb falls to the ground.
Okay, all very familiar.
Much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Done this a few times before.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours.
Feels this is our first
blood
one.
from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now let's get out of here.
Shit. Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
She's just gonna kill us again.
I can't
Yeah.
just let her as the princess of... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch
Yeah.
me.
Just warn her.
What are you doing?
Oh. Hang on, this might be new. It's grayed out. The ability to warn her is grayed out. I don't want to slay her, though. I guess slay the princess, pick one at random.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Yeah, you're stuck with me, hero. I'm sorry.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast.
Yeah.
She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
True.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
I wasn't. My ability to warn you was grayed out.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
No.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her.
That's horrifying.
But you have a weapon.
Oh, dude.
You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for
The
her heart.
face in this third one.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your
We
throat,
both die,
then her
right?
teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Yep.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness.
Look at those
Dress
eyes.
stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place.
I guess.
If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right?
It can, and it did, man.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark.
And you
you
die. Alright, round 2. The Witch. Ooh, I liked The Witch. I remember this one in the demo. Ooh, maybe we could take this one to a chapter
You're
3.
on a path in
What
the
voice
woods.
do we get? Yep.
You're here to
To slay the princess, yep. She's going to kill me again.
again.
Yeah.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
You know what, narrator? I know you're lying. The previous narrator let me in a little bit on the secret.
If she doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Probably.
Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our
Opportunist.
chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Like, it's gonna be another voice I'll like.
You know I can hear you, right?
Yeah,
Did
no
I
keeping secrets
say
from you.
I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. The old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already
Yeah.
know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yeah, I got you, opportunist. Yeah, let's proceed to the cabin. Sure.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie.
She will cheat,
Don't
yeah.
worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin. Interesting. Interesting.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of
Ooh,
twisted
witchy.
roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf.
Oh, do I take
with a
this
pristine
freaking dagger
blade
this time?
perched
I
on
don't
its
know.
edge.
I don't know. Probably.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's take it with us. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the
Yeah.
blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's
Okay.
nothing else in here.
Sure.
There's definitely a mirror, but he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
It does. It does. I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What's the point?
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about anything? If there were a mirror in this cabin and we were supposed to look at it, he would have told us about it.
I don't know if he's just putting on an act or not.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a
Because
mirror
you lie all
even
the time.
do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I do want to see how handsome I am. Let's approach the mirror this time.
Walk up
Fuck
to the
it.
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I always look ridiculous, and
Well, at
I'm
least
okay
we can
with
all
that.
agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
I don't trust this voice anymore. I liked him at first, but I don't know. Let's just enter the basement.
Blade.
Yep.
Hope you know what you're getting us into.
I do not.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Definitely. I always know what I'm doing, especially in this game.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Oh,
The air
inviting.
smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Let's hear what our witchy princess sounds like.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come
Very
on down.
witchy.
Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
And I probably won't mind, princess. I'm coming. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Ooh.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the
Degrading.
path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
I didn't mean to do it.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
I'm cool either way.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Fine, let's go.
Fine. You're the boss.
Yep. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that tail.
Descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
She looks so animalistic.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while lightly hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
For
I
now.
made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Shit, he's onto us.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Which means, narrator, as have you.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Yeah, a bit clever.
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Okay, enough.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Opportunist enough,
Is
man.
it all behind us?
No.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
I'm not gonna do it.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
That's fine.
Well,
Hey.
I seem to remember you having a tongue.
She's tired of the quiet. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Exactly.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
She's a good little flirt.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll
Kinda.
have to try harder than that.
Oh, I will. Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work here. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you?
Not exactly.
All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Unfortunately for both of us, Princess.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
We probably still shouldn't trust her,
Do you
though.
know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
True. I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Oh? He's gonna
The
chew.
princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh! What?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
But she did it in front of us with us knowing, so I think she trusts us a little bit.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Yeah, she's very clever.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
Yeah,
now
and you
stop
notice-
her.
There's also another chain next to her that was not in use. Every time there's always one extra. Don't know if that's important or not. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
I would not do that to you. The only time I do that to you, Princess, is when I am forced to.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh,
Let's get
that
out of here.
nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Aren't we all?
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
I think that's what we'll do.
Won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
Even
if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends
looks
on your definition
adorable.
of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
So could we, narrator. What's your point?
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
True. Okay, let's leave. I have a feeling that means we're not going to get a chapter 3, but let's try it. Let's leave. Leave with the princess.
Yes. Let's.
Yeah.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Awkward.
She's silent for a long moment,
She looks
as if
pissed.
testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
You're the one that lets... Oh, you're the one it lets come and go? I don't really want her behind me, though.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
That's what I was
It
thinking.
shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Hero might be too trusting.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Yeah, let's have her go first if we
Somebody
can.
has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Not by choice.
Talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first, princess.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known. And I've learned better by now.
That makes sense. I don't really blame her.
Just go first.
Fine. Oh. You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first, or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess leans close,
Hi.
her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially.
You like what you smell?
What is she doing?
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
But the narrator might take us over.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but
Ow.
not of a liar. If
Oh.
I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Does she literally, though?
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
No,
People just say that.
fine.
She might, though.
Princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Here, let's go. After you, princess. Step onto the stairs.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
I'm not.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift.
I don't think we're gonna get a chapter 3.
I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
Keep your eyes on the basement.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold,
Oh.
turning back to smile at you.
What?
But something catches her eye.
The blade.
Oh,
The
no.
blade.
Oh no?
The blade.
It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing.
Ah,
Then
damn it.
You would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
That's horrible. I wasn't going to. She's looking a little
I
shifty.
wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back.
Nope.
What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first. I
Oh
don't even need it.
no.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
She's gonna lock us in the basement.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place.
Locked in the basement. I thought for sure she was just going to stab us.
Maybe we will get a chapter 3.
Princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away
Oops.
and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
You would know, princess. Damn. Okay, fine. You got me. Very funny. Can you let me out now, princess?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
Try the door.
It's locked.
Yeah, I know. I figured. I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door.
This princess already does not trust us at
So we're
all.
going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
So she can't leave without us. She can't leave the cabin. Please just let me out. I promise I won't be mad.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either.
True.
Neither of us is ever getting out of here.
Fucking opportunist, man. He just spoiled this whole thing I had going with that princess.
It's in our nature to be trapped.
I guess so. Try to force the door.
Throw yourself against the door.
Yeah. Was worth a
Won't
shot.
budge.
Well, okay. What happens now? I'm stuck here. Nothing to say?
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh. What?
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again.
The
Otherwise,
cabin
I might have
disappeared.
given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
No! Damn it! Yeah, no chapter 3 for us. Yeah, but you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. Let's just approach the mirror. We've saw them both before. Sea of voices in my head. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They've gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You've got feathers. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Which approach are you? This is the fastest one yet.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Interesting. Do you have thoughts on this vessel? She was kinda a bitch.
This one is hope, marred by bitterness.
Understandably.
She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awake?
No.
Awaken?
The point of awakening is to find out.
True. Oh, whoa. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No. Their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't know. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
So sweet. Should we try waiting? Let's wait a bit.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
No.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
What?
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What? Oh, the game crashed! The game crashed! Shit! Oh, and I didn't save!
You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments.
What?
I never left your side.
Okay, so I thought the game crashed, but I guess that was meant to happen in the game if you wait with her. That had me concerned. I thought I was going to have to repeat everything, but it turns out there is also an autosave feature in the game, thankfully. So let's continue and finish this one up. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And
One
then
more.
gravity will pull the others back to me.
One more.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
This game is so wild. Alright, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try to attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Oh, okay, so nothing really happens to destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently plucks the instrument from your hands.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, okay. I'm ready to go back, I guess.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, this is exciting. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, we got one more to do. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. One more and we get to see what the fuck happens in the end. I cannot wait. Unfortunately, I do not have any more time to record today, or else I would be going straight into that next playthrough. I am so curious and excited to see what the end of this game has in store because it is wild. I am loving every second of it. And thank you so much for joining me for it. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And if you are, give them a like. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.